Good morning, Gogglefroggers.
Good morning.
And how are you today? It's me and Robert today. Lovely of you to join us. Whilst at the moment we are small, but we are perfectly formed. So hopefully you've had a lovely, lovely, lovely week. Hopefully you've recovered from the second birthday that we had. I know how I had a few drinks. I think Robert did too. Robert still looks as if he's in a little bit of a hangover mode because there's not much light on him. But don't worry, I've got a fly around as well. So sorry, where I live, I don't know what it is, but every single house is the same. So anyway, if I keep going like this, it's a little fly that's buzzing around me. So hopefully you've had a lovely week, and I hope that you have something wonderful over the next hour, because we're going to chat for England as usual. I've got this project out. It was just on the table. So I've got projects all over. So I will be working on this, which is a knit night, but we've just been discussing a new project for me as well, which we will do. We'll chat about that later.
That's not going to happen. I'm just calling it out.
Might start it because it's crochet. You know what I'm like with crochet. So anyway, it's lovely to spend time with you this morning. How are you today, Robert? Because it's the beginning of your hollybobs.
Well, it's supposed to be the beginning of my hollybobs, but it's not because I'm working. So I had a bit of a mare of a day yesterday. I was off Thursday, needed it to recover, so that worked out quite well. And then yesterday I just had back-to-back meetings with people every time I wasn't in a meeting going, Robert, can you just do this? Robert, can you just do that? And my list was getting longer and longer and longer. And so I took today off because of the ridiculous shift that I did on Tuesday. But I've spent a couple of hours trying to catch up on work, and I've still got some stuff to do. So I think I've got 3 things to do, and then that's it. I'm stopping.
Wow. So thank you so much for breaking your schedule to come on to Gogglefrogs, because it's lovely to always see you. But we really, really, really hope that you get these 3 things done so quickly that you and Gary can then just sit down and relax and chill, and then think about packing and chill and get ready for a beautiful few days away. Really lovely. Yes. So if you're here for the first time, I'm Angela. This is the wonderful Robert, Mr. Gogglefrogs. And for the next hour, you just need something simple to do. That's all. And a nice cup of something or other. So, oh, sorry. Oh, I've put it on repeat again. Sorry, before we went live, I was ironing. And I knew I had to finish whatever I was doing 10 minutes before Gogglefrog started. So that's my alarm. And rather than stopping it, I put it on repeat. It's one of those time things. So let me turn it off so it doesn't go off again. So cancel. There we go. So that, because I thought the worst thing that can happen is Robert's trying to talk to nobody, because I'm still ironing, thinking, wait, hey, but I just finished it beforehand. So ready for later. So how's your week been, Robert?
Yeah, it's been okay, thank you. Busy. Nothing stands out other than Powergate and fridges, but yeah, other than that, it's been all right, thank you. I've done so much knitting this week. How I've managed it, I don't know, but yeah, I've done so much. Wow. I'm now on Lilac. You probably can't see it very well, can you? Because the stupid light. But I'm now on Lilac.
We can see the stepped colour change.
I've pulled the middle out and made my traditional granny square.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna, because I pulled it from the middle, I'm gonna work it backwards. I'm gonna redo it and do it backwards so that this colour change here is on the inside, and then this lovely peachy colour is on the outside, because at the moment the colour change is only there to there and it looks a bit silly. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do with that. But then I just need to decide where I'm stopping, because I didn't want to redo the peach from the beginning. So I've now got to work out how much of the lilac I've got left, because I have to do 4 rows and cast off. So Yeah, it's very long. I mean, that's
That's a great scarf, isn't it?
that's ridiculous. Look at that. That's 4 times folded in 4.
And how many cakes have you used?
1.
One cake.
Yeah.
And which cake is it again?
It's Sirdar colour wheel.
That is such good value, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know how much it is, but I just think it.
Well, they don't make it anymore.
No.
So I just need to decide how long it should be. Bear in mind, I've got quite a thick neck.
That's lovely. But that is really long. Because the traditional scarf is just like over the shoulder anyway, isn't it? So that's where you get the really long. But that is brilliant. It's how many times do we have a scarf? I know that little one that I did from a very well-known place. I used 2 or 3 balls. I think it was 2 balls. But it only came to that. It was supposed to be a cowl, but it wasn't long enough for a double wrap cowl, and it would have been too short, too long for just a single one. So anyway, I made it into a little scarf, and I thought, do you know what? It needs to be like twice as long for it to look okay. So that is a really, really good length of scarf. I love that. So yeah, that's lovely. So anyway, we'll say some good mornings, shall we?
Yes.
And I haven't got a cup of tea yet because my this is from about 6:30 this morning, and that's cold now. So I'm going to make myself another drink when the music's on. So let's say some nice, lovely good morning. So good morning, Judy. Lovely to see you this morning. And hello, Janice. Is it nice and sunny in London as well? Hopefully it is. And good morning, Grace. How is it where you are today? And good morning, Georgie. Lovely to see you again. And hello, Brigitte. We all know that the sun is shining in our neck of the woods. And hello, across the pond, Amber and Princess Curtain Crusher. And I don't know what the weather's like over with you, but here in the UK, well, in Le Buzz, Leighton Buzzard, it's beautiful and sunny. And even the cat's out sunbathing. So, yeah. Is it nice where you are, Robert? All a mile and a half away.
Yeah, it's fine, thank you.
It's
I've just
beautiful.
realised I've got a frog.
Oh no!
I've got wrong.
Why? What have you done?
I've somehow duplicated a row and it's reversed the scarf. Reversed the pattern.
Oh dear. Well, never mind. You can do that while the music's on, but who knows? It might be a bit of a jiggy music today. We'll see.
12 rows. I've got to go back.
Oh, not 12. Can you not put in a what is it? A lifeline now?
No, it's fine.
No. Oh, bless.
Okay. Crochet instead.
Huh?
I said crochet instead, but what's the betting? I haven't got my hook. That would be just my luck.
Oh dear. Well, this is why it's called Gogglefrogs, because we do frog. We do have to take our work back, don't we? Once every so often. And just a little teeny weeny 12 rows. Oops. I don't envy you. No one envies you.
No.
And everyone's sending your frogging hugs. Sorry, you frogging hugs. So anyway, I'll say some good morning. So good morning, Grace. Lovely to see you today. And good morning, Brigitte. 323. Amber says, good morning, everyone from Princess Curtain Crusher as well. That's lovely. And Judy says, good morning, everyone. Brigitte says, this is about the scarf, that she would leave the peach in as it would be nice to start and finish on the same colour, but that's only her opinion. And Grace says it's lovely and sunny here today too, so that's brilliant. Janice says lovely and sunny here, but it shows up the dust from the dust storm on Wednesday all over my windows. Wasn't it so weird on Wednesday? And Amber, I don't know what it was like. I'm sure it didn't get to you, but well, it may have done, who knows. On Wednesday it was very rainy, But on the tables that we had outside, the white tables, it was like the red. It was like a reddish brown mud in there, and it was the sand from the Sahara Desert that had blown over.
Yeah.
And the only way I can describe it is if you buy Cyprus potatoes, they're always in a really rich red soil, and it was just like that everywhere. And I thought it was coming from the trees because I didn't realise that this thing was going to happen because this little table was under the trees. But yeah, so we had that this week. So yeah, I'm sure there's dust everywhere, and there's this red sand that's come over. And then Grace says, "Oh my word!"
We have 2 Froggers' birthdays today.
Yay!
We have one in the room and one out of the room.
So Grace, happy 30th birthday today, and she's going out for a meal and a movie later. Isn't that wonderful? That now for birthdays, do you know what? You can choose to go out if you want to, and if you don't want to, people can pop round, and it's not illegal to see people on your well, in your garden, etc., or in your house, as it was over the last couple of years. So absolutely amazing. And I hope you're going to have a wonderful, wonderful meal. And what are you going to watch later? So Grace is one of our birthday peeps today. Who's the other Gogglefrogger?
Tracy.
Of course, Tracy. So, and a happy birthday to Tracy, who's normally with us, but who knows? She could be at the football because she sometimes goes there on a Saturday morning, or she could come in at the end of the show. Who knows? So birthdays all round. And with that said,
let's do it.
Yeah, let's do. And everybody join in now as we say happy birthday to Grace and to Tracy. So happy birthday. Happy absolutely wonderful, wonderful time. Much love, much hugs, and much happiness from every single Gogglefrogger around the world. And I'm sure that you will have a wonderful, wonderful time. And good morning to Georgie as well, who says good morning. So yeah. So
great. Let us know if you've got anything woolly for your birthday.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I ordered some. I've got some wool to show. It was that is no longer made. That was in my stash. Have I gone funny? Do I need to refresh? Am I going slow?
I think should we play music? Then you can go and get tea and refresh and do all sorts. Is that all right? Okay.
So let's play today's wonderful music. I have no idea what Robert has chosen, but here we go. I'm going to play this, and once I'm started playing, I'll refresh myself.
Okay, and what another big faux pas by me. So trying to learn from my previous lessons of not putting the music on at the last minute, I put it on yesterday. And I thought, well, at least then, if I have a really bad day at work, it's all set ready for the morning in case I don't make it. And then I didn't watch the video. So apologies, folks. There wasn't supposed to be end credits in the video. And Brigitte, yes, you're welcome for the earworm. You can happily sing that all day now. Hello.
Hello there. I absolutely love that one.
You missed the faux pas.
What was that?
I hadn't watched the video and I hadn't realised it was the Top of the Pops recording and it was the end of the show. So you had all the credits.
Do you know what? That's what we always watched, wasn't it? You know, so we'll just take it. It was reminiscing back to when we all watched Top of the Pops. But do you know what? I absolutely love that. Who is it? Was it? Because I always thought it was the Mamas and the Papas, but that's not, is it?
No, Mamas and Papas were American, I think. I don't know who that was.
No, neither do I.
1971, that much I do know.
Sorry?
It was 1971. Brigitte, I'm sure you can tell us who that was. So Grace says she's going to see Uncharted tonight. Have a lovely time. It's a really good film. A really, really good film. And stay for all the credit scenes. That's all I'm going to say. And she says, happy birthday, Tracy. Brigitte says, oh my heavens, what a blast from the past. Shall be singing that all day now and visualize the awkward dancing to it. Georgie says, oh gosh, I haven't heard that one in a long while. Love it. And she says, was it
terrible words though? I don't quite get the words, but I was in the kitchen making the tea, having a little bit of a boogie. So yeah. Pickety Witch. So who are Pickety Witch? Let me have a look and we can find something.
Middle of the road. That's what it was. Middle of the road.
Oh my word. Who are Pickety Witch? Right, okay.
That
thank you very
was
much.
middle of the road anyway.
Sorry?
That version was middle of the road anyway.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. Thank you very much. Middle of the road. But I'm going to have a look at this. Who Pickety Witch was, because they've just got such an amazing name, haven't they? I've never ever heard of them, which isn't strange for me and my musical repertoire.
So the original recording was by Lally Stott and was released in 1970 in Italy. It was a hit, becoming a top 20 hit at the beginning of October. However, the recording company were reluctant to release the song overseas, and it was offered to two other groups, Middle of the Road and brother-sister duo Mac and Katie Kisson. Stott's version was eventually released elsewhere and it topped the charts in Australia and Zimbabwe. It was also a minor hit in the US. Middle of the Road released their version in October 1970 in Italy that failed to chart there. It was released in the UK in 1971, became a continental hit. Became a hit in continental Europe only, before later growing in popularity in the UK. It entered the singles chart in the final week of May, and got a boost from Tony Blackburn, who favoured this version, and it topped the charts 3 weeks later for 5 weeks.
Oh, wow.
The Kiss version was released in May 71, had the most success in North America, peaking at number 20 and number 10 in the Canadian charts. At the time, the song was dismissed by critics as bubblegum, a view initially held by band leader Ken Andrew, who was disgusted at the thought of recording it, as most people were at the thought of buying it, but by the end of the day, we liked it. Okay. In 2006, Chirpy Chirpy Cheep Cheep topped a list of unintentionally creepy songs in The Observer. Despite its popular appeal and popular chorus, the song has a theme of child abandonment. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because last night I heard and then woke up this morning and my mama was gone. So it's like really quite dark words, but the tune is really good. So all interesting, all fun, and it's fab to hear something that we haven't heard in all that time. And you know what the other thing is lovely? The fact that it wasn't an instant hit. They really had to keep going and going and going, and eventually play from Tony Blackburn and or an endorsement from him, and suddenly chart toppers. So that's really good, because it was something that it was a good tune, wasn't it? So yeah, really, really good.
It's been covered.
Robert's fascinated by Middle of the Road now, aren't you? Oh, fab. Right. So I think this is my little go-to project, because I won't say that you can't go wrong with it, but it is so simple, so you don't even have to count anything, or it is just knitting, so it's quite easy when you're talking and doing whatever at the same time. So here we go. I don't know why my opticians have rung me. I hope I haven't missed an appointment.
I really hope you haven't as well.
Huh? No, I haven't. I know it's not. They're probably ringing up to see if I can change it, because I'm sure it's Tuesday that I'm going. So I've got contact lenses to collect and glasses, and my mum wants some new glasses as well, so she can go to my optician. So we've got an afternoon in Northwood, which will be nice. So we'll do that then.
So we're off to Craven Arms in Shropshire tomorrow.
Craven Arms?
Yeah, that's the name of the place we're going to.
Oh, wow.
So if anybody knows of any wall shops around the area, then let me know. Apparently it's about 8 miles away from Ludlow. Don't know anything about Ludlow either.
Neither do I. Where is Ludlow? Sorry, I'm going to have a look on a map. Oh, the cat's back. Ludlow. Ludlow.
And as we were packing on Thursday, or getting stuff together that we needed to pack in case yesterday I was horribly wrong and Gary had to pack on his own, he actually said to me, what projects are you taking with you? Rather than the usual, I'm going to take my knitting with me and get an eye roll. So that's quite nice.
Ah. Have you decided what you are taking with you?
Of course not.
No. Oh. Well, hopefully you'll have some nice. You'll happen upon a little wool shop, and hopefully it'll be one that has local stuff or something that's a little bit interesting in there. So that'll be really nice.
Yeah, I won't be allowed to buy any though.
It depends what Gary sees. Because if he sees something that he really likes, then yeah, and if he buys that first, then you will be able to.
That won't happen unless we go into a computer game shop.
Exactly. You can never quite know what's out there, do you? So so anyway, just before the show,
do you want to show us your wares?
Show us the what?
Show us your wares. Oh, and I could actually let me go and get something as well. I forgot I had this to show everybody.
You read my mind, because I was just about to say, just before we went live on the show, we were talking, and you know that a yarn that I absolutely love is the Caron Simply Soft, and I made this beautiful like thing out of it as well, this marple scarf that I really, really like. And I really do like marple scarves. But they don't make this yarn anymore. So Robert happened upon on the marketplace somebody that was selling 3 skeins of that. So that's it. As far as I'm concerned, that's the only thing left in society. I'm sure there's more out there, but it was on a little site. And it's a lady who was destashing. So as well as that one, that's the Simply Soft paints. I got this one that I thought would be really nice in marple, like greys and silvers, whites. So I've got that as well. I've got 3 of those, which is the Simply Soft camo. So it'll be just, it's not as thick as that. So I'll probably, do I need a slightly smaller needle? Let's have a look. I'm sure I will. No, it's saying not. That is really weird. They're both saying 5. But that, you can see, one is a lot thicker than the other. So it's one of the, never mind. So I just thought they will be really nice for marples. But then come across this one, and there were 3 of these. So these are Caron. These are Caron cakes. So I don't know if anyone's used these. But I got 3 of them for a barg, and I've just been talking to Robert about, I think I'm going to crochet a continual granny square that Robert does as a little blanket. Not little that you then have to sew together, because I can't cope with the sewing together of anything. So I'm going to have a go at crocheting a blanket. So I just thought they were really quite nice colours, and the fact it was a bargain was lovely. But I do like Caron, and that's acrylic and wool, and I've got 350 meters on each one, and it's called Strawberry Trifle. So there's beige and like a taupe and cream and a peach, and it's not what I would call a strawberry color.
No,
it's more of an orange color. So it's more, I would call it more of a peach. Well, not even a peach trifle. So anyway, bit of a strange name, but yeah, I've got that as well. So that's going to be a little scarf, a little blanket. So you never know, Angela could be doing some crochet that she won't. I've crocheted a heart before, and I've done a third of the lily pond, which went fine, but I haven't finished it. So maybe if there's no sewing up, it might work for me. So that's mine. And what were you going to? Oh, hang on a minute. Brigitte says, must be near the Welsh border. There's a yarn shop in Ludlow at 13B Broad Street, SY8 1NG, and it's called the Wool Shop. So you have a wool shop in Ludlow. So thank you very much, Brigitte. And it's well, it doesn't matter what time of year. In the summer, we should always do winter projects, and in the winter, we should always do summer projects, but we never do we? So we walk into a wool shop and we will buy whatever is there. So enjoy. I hope there's some lovely stuff for you. And Robert, what were you going to show us?
So I, because of the fact that we have a business, I am subscribed to lots and lots of different Facebook groups. Just kind of check out the competition, really. And there was a competition, and it said the first 30 people to comment will get entered into a free prize draw. And I was number 8, and I won. So I have this, and it's called Pumpkin Hill.
That's amazing.
It's a DK. And you probably can't see the colours particularly well, but it's got a lovely purple in the middle there.
Wow.
And this really bright orange. And then it's got bits where it's kind of a black and green. It's lovely.
What an amazing gift.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I had to show Gary, though, that I had won it. So that he didn't frown or curse or...
Yeah. So answers in the chat box. What do you think Robert should make with that? So it's a DK. Do you know what the yardage is?
Yeah, hang on. Let me...
Or meterage?
$225 meters.
So 225 meters. And what yarn is it?
It's 75% merino, 25% nylon.
Right. Okay. So there's a nylon mix. So I was only asking that to see if there's nylon for the for socks, because they make a bit sturdy. But what would you make out of that? Lovely, lovely colours. Yeah, I was just thinking, if that was me, I might do a little pouch bag, like a little circular bag with a little handle thing that you just put over your wrist. Or would you get socks out of that? I don't know. But it's beautiful colours.
I can't make socks. So I'm not getting socks out of it.
I know we've said, but a cowl would be nice. A little cowl. You could do a cowl with one skate. But if you've got any really nice little patterns, let us know. That'd be really nice to know. Yeah. Sorry. And if you go on bigger needles, it's going to go even further, if you know what I mean. It will be softer. Yeah, Yeah, so you could just put a few stitches on a circular needle, a small circular, and make a lovely cowl out of it. Or you could do one of those headbands, you know, when we were doing the marple scarf and you put it on your head.
Yeah.
Robert's Guns N' Roses styling. So yeah, that looked really nice.
That was so funny.
I know. It was. Sorry, go on. Are you counting? So yeah, the other day, if you weren't on that show, Robert put my marple scarf on his head, like we just wrapped it over, and he put it on his head, so it looked like a bit of a bandana. I think his internet's just gone kaput. So we put it on, and it looked really nice on him. I won't do it in my hair because I've got what is it on as well. But I was saying, when you give these scarves to people, do them that way, and he put it on his head that way, and it was actually really nice, wasn't it? I was just explaining while you were resetting. It's fine.
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to explain before. I meant to put it on so it looked like the 1940s post-war housewife headscarf.
That's that. Yeah.
Yeah, but didn't they have the frill at the bottom?
Yeah,
that's what I was trying to do.
Yeah. That was it. So
and then it ended up as a pirate bandana. Yeah, see, now I can see that actually I was completely wrong. It's nothing like a 1940s headscarf.
But I know what you mean. It's like a little bit of a turban style that people used to wear.
Yeah.
Everyone used to wear their because we didn't have hair dryers. They didn't have hair dryers all that time ago. So they used to put rollers in during the day, and they'd put something over to disguise the look, so it still looked pretty, but all their rollers were underneath getting ready. So they would get the curls in all day, and then they could go out at night with nice curls in their hair. So yeah, people used to wear these head garments to cover them up, and they even used to go to work in them, didn't they? So in the factories, and it must have been quite good actually, because if you put heat, if your hair's on like either a brush or on a roller, you put heat on it first and then you cool it down, and that's what sets the hair. So all of that heat during the day and taking it off for like half an hour would really like make it set. So yeah, who needs a perm? But lovely style. And I did see a lovely little turban style hat, and I thought, I'm going to have to make one of these one day, because they are really nice to just cover your hair up when you want to cover your hair up and just look a little bit more pretty and styled. So yeah. So Brigitte's saying well done, that's an amazing colour run. It is. What you have got, Robert, is amazing. So yeah, well done. He is the king of spotting things on Facebook. Yeah, he's the one who spotted, aren't you? You're the one who spotted that Caron for me. So yeah, I was able to get that. And she says, I've got other things in my stash that I'm getting rid of. And I thought, yeah, because they're all lovely presents. So I'm going to make marple scarves and the headbands for people, because I will get two sets out of those 3 balls. So that's really nice little gifts for people. Yeah, although I will keep a grey one for me as well, because I do love them. So that'd be great. Yeah. Oh, what time are we on? Oh, it's all right. I haven't even done a row yet. So hopefully everybody is getting their knitting done as well, or your crochet, or whatever you're doing. And you know what? The other day, I realised I haven't been able to get to Top Stitch, the local yarn shop in Pudsey, because they do lots of sewing, crochet, knitting. They've got all the Stylecraft stuff in there. But I got some, it's like denim that you iron on. So if you rip your denim or trousers or anything, you can iron it onto the inside and it sort of covers it up. I can't remember what the brand is. and I'd run out, and I haven't been there. And I thought, I've now got none. So if we have a problem with any jeans or anything, so anyway, I ordered some off Amazon, but it's not as, the colour's not as nice as the one I get from Top Stitch. So I will be going there soon when I next go up to Leeds and pop in and get some stuff. And they're not by Trim-It, but I can't remember a certain brand. So I had to get them from the big company. So I will go in and buy an extra one. But I've just got so used to it that if there's a little hole comes in any trousers, I just iron it on the inside. It's really good. Right. You're right.
Yeah. Should we do Facebook? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
In there, but let's go for it. So Deborah has shared these pictures. Had a great visit to Black Sheep Walls yesterday. Here are some pictures I took. We'll post my purchases separately. So for those of you that haven't been, Black Sheep Walls generally have a store at most yarn shows, but this is their actual shop, and it just looks amazing.
Yeah.
Look at all that, Rowan.
I was looking at those books on there as well. Yeah. And then more, I thought a couple of those look rather plain, being nice and plain designs.
Yeah.
So I might have to look at those pattern books. And they do have lots of cross stitch, loads of pattern books. So it's huge. There's so much.
That's caught my eye, that jumper there.
Oh, yeah.
That's nice, isn't it?
That is lovely.
I wouldn't have.
And there's a cafe there, and there's lots of parking there as well. So if you do go there, have lunch, and they do workshops as well.
They do. Marion has shared this lovely scarf, which is a freebie.
Yeah.
I think we've seen this already. This is Helen's cardigan that she's done. So Froggle prizes from Wednesday evening will be emailed out. I might actually get to it today at some point, as I'm not working. But I decided that I needed a day off on Thursday. So yes, the prizes are coming soon. And then Amber says happy birthday, Amber, from herself and Princess Curtain Crusher. I've posted the link to the Gogglefrogs lockdown showcase on the 7th of May. We announced that on Wednesday, didn't we? So because we are closing, we have decided we're going to go out on a high. And ever since we started, we said we would have an exhibition. So this is the date that we're doing it on, and we're inviting everybody to come along with bring their finished projects, and we'll do a showcase of them for everybody. Fran has posted the birthday cake. I think we saw that on Wednesday. 15 weeks until the retreat. In fact, it's less than that now. It's a lot less than that.
13 weeks.
13, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, and then I think we did most of these on I don't think we saw this, did we? I'm not sure what this is. Oh, blanket of hugs to raise money to help the people of Ukraine.
Yeah, I didn't watch it the other night. No. So yeah, do have a look and see what it is, and yeah.
And Georgie, you're in the room, so if you want to just drop us a quick note if you've watched the full video, and let us know. And then this is what Deborah bought from Black Sheep Walls. So she's got some Starcraft and some sheepies in there.
Yeah.
And then I didn't even know Starcraft did a range called Highland Heathers. They look lovely, don't they?
They are nice, aren't they? And from what I remember, I'm sure I felt them in Top Stitch, because Top Stitch in Pudsey, great for She does all Stylecraft stuff, and I think it feels really quite nice as well.
I'm getting ideas for projects just looking at those. Birthday. So there we go. I think we are caught up. If we've missed anything, though, do let us know.
Hang on a minute. It won't be a second.
Yeah, folks, so do just let us know. Unfortunately, my chat box isn't updating. So, there we go. Georgie says, sorry, Robert, Christopher was talking to me. Have I watched which video? The one about the blanket of hugs for Ukraine. So let us know just quickly what it's about. Everything all right?
Yeah, he's just going to the football this time.
Oh, okay.
He said, I'm not coming there. Not coming on camera.
Bless him.
Yeah. Georgia just said, sorry, Robert, Christopher was talking to me. I watched which video? Yeah, don't worry, it's fine. It's on the group. So if you haven't watched it already, don't worry. We just thought you might be able to say. Yeah. Oh, I've done a whole row. That's good. But when you get, I know it doesn't look much, but when you get to the knit night, towards the end, the rows are actually very, very, very long. So, yeah, it does take a little while to do a row, but at least I've done one. So I think I'll probably get 2 rows done today now. Well, in this little sit down session. But after this, I've got all of the. I just want to get everything done. You know, when you I've been thinking about making a lasagna for about 3 days now, so I need to get it done today. Yeah, so at least everything that's in the fridge that I bought to make meals with will have been made, which will be good. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So are you having a takeaway tonight then, or something? Counting again.
No, I think we've got dinner.
I didn't know if you were going to have a takeaway treat.
No, because with going away, I think we're planning to eat out most of the time while we're there. So no, I think we'll eat in tonight. I don't actually know. I just said, look, I'm working. You deal with it. You sort it all out.
That's nice. Right.
What's your plans for the rest of the day and the weekend?
Well, I decided that as I've got 4 days now to myself, I was going to tidy the house first thing this morning, hence why the washing machine's on. The washing machine's ready for another load and stuff. I need to just do the bathroom, then hoover and do the floors, and then everything's sort of done. But I am organising. So I was saying to Robert earlier, I've got some big purple collapsible boxes. They're more like a fabric outside, I think, that I want to use. So stuff like that yarn is either going to go in the stash, or if it needs to be in the house, then it's contained a little bit more. So I want to get organisation done today. And then tonight, I think me and a couple of my neighbours are having some gin. So it's going to be a few glasses of gin. And I think because it's such beautiful weather, might take this first opportunity to sit in the garden, which would be great. Yes. I don't like it when it's too hot, but I just think it's lovely when it's this sort of weather. Yeah, so sit in the garden, I think, and have a little bit of a nip. Yeah, I don't know what else. I'm sure I'll do something else, but I'm going to do. I just want to get this lasagna made, because if not, the stuff that I bought will go off. And then we've got a nice roast pork tomorrow with what is it? Some sort of black pepper on it as well. So that'll be nice. So I just need to start cooking. So I'll be very happy once I'm in the kitchen and once I'm cooking. And then as things are just cooking, I'll come and do a couple of rows, then go back and then do a couple of rows. So it's going to be a really lovely, lovely afternoon. Yeah. So that's that. Oh, and if you haven't watched it, I watched that Our House, that program that was on ITV. And I watched the last bit of the episode yesterday. And I have to say, I was a little bit disappointed with the ending, but I did really enjoy the 4 parts to it. So, yeah, that was really good. Oh, Brigitte says she's halfway through another Miss Marple scarf in the same yarn as the one for her friend. It was her muttie's stash. Her friend will appreciate that, as my muttie loved my friend like a second daughter. That's amazing. And I do think it's a little, just like this pattern, this knit night, it just shows things off like nothing else. And that little Miss Marple scarf, it's really quite a quick one, but it's lovely. And that flippy edge shawl that I know a lot of you do. They're all great scarves, aren't they? It's great patterns and really show off the yarn amazingly well. Yeah, so and Georgie says, sorry, there's a free pattern to download. Oh, thank you very much, Georgie. She's watched that little video. So there's a free pattern to download on the little Box of Crochet website. You go into the shop and then click on the books to buy page, and it's at the top. Amanda would like people to make the squares from the pattern in special decaying colours: meadow, storm, blue and mustard. Also, if you have a look at her Facebook page, she's designed a sunflower to crochet and sew on any of the squares, and there is an address at the bottom pattern for the squares to go to. So yeah, so that's it. So you can knit squares in certain colours, knit crochet, and I'm not too sure whether these are to be sent over there, so something to be made and sent over to people, or whether it's yeah, I'll just have to read it myself and find out what it is. But that's great. There's so many things happening, and I think it's it always happens, doesn't it, when there's a crisis or something happening, everybody pulls together, which is lovely. So thank you so much for sharing that, and happy knitting, and let's create things that can help people. Amber says, thank you for everyone for a wonderful start to the weekend, and thank you so much for joining us, Amber. We love having you here. And Brigitte says, Amber, I hope it is warming up a bit now where you are. Is it not very warm over there? And Georgie says, Amanda is going to sew the squares together and send them to the Ukrainian families. Thank you so much for confirming that. I wasn't quite sure, but that's lovely. And she's chosen the colours, so she's got the idea what they're going to be like as well. So that's brilliant.
That is good.
So well done, Amanda, for doing that. Yeah, that's brilliant. So what time? So I hope everyone's going to have a really nice weekend. I think Robert's got an amazing weekend coming up because he's going away. So that's going to be fab. And I hope you've got some lovely, lovely things. But you know what? When the weather's nice, sometimes just being able to sit outside and feel that warmth on your skin. And we all said yesterday that as we were outside, it just changes so much, doesn't it? Not when it's baking hot, but I even took my knitting. I was able to take my knitting to work yesterday. I didn't do any, but I was outside quite a lot, and it was lovely, really, really nice. You
haven't got long left, have you?
No. So I've got 4 days off, then I've got 4 days. 4 days off, then 1 day, and then that's it. So yeah, so it will be it's been exciting. I've done my bit, if you know what I mean, as well, for helping people. So that's really, really good. So yes, and then April is another month and another chapter. So that's lovely. Oh my word. Amber says it's getting warmer, but we have a little snow coming in the morning. Oh my word. So that says nice warm drinks and a nice project on your lap to keep you warm. Plenty of knitting or crochet, and bless Princess Curtain Crusher purring nearby. So hopefully you'll be able to do that, Amber. Yeah, I didn't realise it was still not great weather over there yet. Well, it's lovely weather. All weather's lovely, if you know what I mean. Just because it's snowing or cold doesn't mean it's not nice. But it'll be nice when you start to feel the lovely heat coming through. How are you doing, Robert? You look shattered today.
I'm ready to go back to bed. I really am.
Oh, maybe you need a power nap before you tackle the 3 items on your list.
Oh dear.
Because sometimes that's better than trying to persevere.
I think Gary's waiting for me to take Bex to the cattery.
Oh.
And I didn't want to do that.
Oh, bless.
Anyway, right. Shall we stop there for today?
We can do. I think that Robert needs a nice little sleepy peepee pie. So we want to say a huge happy hollybobs to Robert. Do you know, I've just realised we haven't said what we're doing next week, have we? Because you're on holiday. It's fine, I'm here. So I think this is going to be a bit unusual. You're just going to have me on Wednesday. What?
Because you can't. So Wednesday, I think, is you and Marion.
Yeah.
And then there's no Saturday show.
That's it. I can't do Saturday. Yeah. But I'll be here on Wednesday night, don't worry. And
I may join you if we don't end up doing something.
No, we don't. Honestly, you have to have a holiday. I'm going to bar you from the room if you try and join.
You can't. You don't have that power.
I know, but I'm just trying to say, no, you and Gary enjoy your holiday.
I won't do it intentionally, but if we're just in the lodge and he's happy to amuse himself, then I jump in.
Everybody else really wants you to have a week's holiday as well, you and Gary. So just chill out, have a glass of wine, do whatever you want. But please, just enjoy.
Okay.
Don't worry, I can talk for both of us. That'll be me and Mariam. We'll be fine. But there's none next Saturday, I'm afraid, because it's my last shift, last day. Wow. And then I'll be free. So
Right then, folks, have a lovely weekend, whatever you're up to, and a lovely week. And we'll see you again soon.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye.